It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, you tuned into your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Now, we all dream of that moment when you get the approval from your family and friends to do something that you really love. Now, add 4 judges, a camera, a few cameras, in fact, and over 50 million people at home watching. What would you do if you had to get that golden buzzer from Simon Cowell, the approval that helps you land a record deal and your first single almost crashing the internet? Now, all of this was a reality for Calum Scott, who auditioned for Britain's Got Talent last year and walked away with the hearts of every single eye that was on him. Now, joining us via Skype, we're chatting to Calum Scott about what the experience was like. Hi, Calum. We want to know from you, first of all, thank you so much for chatting to us. And, you know, your career has skyrocketed into stardom with your single, the cover of Robyn's famous Dancing on My Own. Have you always had a passion for music, and how did you end up auditioning for Britain's Got Talent?
I've always been a lover of music since I was a child, always been around music, studied music at school, but I never thought I'd find myself in the position I'm in at the minute. And it all started really from when my sister auditioned us for Britain's Got Talent. She's always sang, she's always been the performer of the family. And I started singing about 5 or 6 years ago. Just tried my hand at it just to see how, see if I could do it. And my sister pushed me to go with her to the BGT auditions. And the song that I chose, Dancing on My Own. So I auditioned with that. And it was pin drop silent in the theatre, and I'm sat there like it's either a good thing or a terrible thing. And it was a really good thing. Simon Cowell pressed his golden buzzer, everybody went crazy, and it went from there really. I've found myself here today in LA. I'm doing a writing session, a whole week of them, in fact. I'm signed with an LA-based record label, Capitol Records. Yeah, man, I never thought that I would be in this position. It's just been a complete whirlwind.
Now, I have to say, your audition was absolutely crazy, but what was going through your mind when Simon pressed that golden buzzer?
When he pressed the golden buzzer, I mean, for a second, there were a bowl of mints near the golden buzzer. And as he reached over, I was just thinking he's getting some mints, I didn't think that he was going to press his golden buzzer for me. It was just a complete dream come true. Everything seemed to slow down, And I spent the whole time doing this because I had no idea what to do. And then what made it worse is that my sister was the side of stage crying her eyes out. So I could hardly jump around and celebrate because, I didn't want to rub it in her face, So it was like a bittersweet moment, but it probably one of the best of my life.
Now, your audition song, your rendition of Robyn's famous Dancing on My Own was really amazing. Would your album offer tracks as slowed down as the song you auditioned with? Because
I think this single reached so many people, and because it touched so many people, I feel that's a gift. I feel that's it's a repeating gift. I want to write real songs. I want to write stuff that's either happened to me or that I feel or that I know people who've gone through situations, and that's what I want to write about, real music, real situations that no matter where you are in the world, you can relate to it. So the album's probably still going to make people cry, but I can't help it. That's just who I am.
Well, we are looking forward to those tears. But, what was the reception like back home after your success on the show?
I did a homecoming gig from where I live a few weeks ago. And it was probably one of the most emotional gigs I've ever performed at. It was a really strong turnout. People were singing my music back to me. And to sing in my hometown as well, and to sing in a city that I've grown up in, the place I sang at, I've been as a kid and growing up and as a teenager, and for me to sing there and to sing to a whole crowd and have a whole support it was just amazing. Got a bit emotional, I won't lie, I did cry a bit, but it's just the power of having that support, especially from where you're from and where you're raised, is incredible.
That is incredible indeed. Well, I hope you know that your track has been doing extremely well in South Africa. Can we expect to see you here when you start touring?
I would love to come and perform in South Africa. I've never even been as a tourist. I've never even been that side of the world before. So for me, that would be incredible. Not only as a tourist, but to perform there as well, and to see, like, I see on Twitter and Facebook, like, I've had a nice steady fan base growing out in South Africa. Now I see the radio stations are picking it up and stuff. Yeah, of course I would love to, especially if people are, if I'm rising through the charts over there in South Africa, I'd love to come and perform for you guys. So if you'll have me, I'll come over straight away.
Oh, we will definitely have you. Well, listen, if you've just tuned in, that was Calum Scott via Skype with us. Now, it's stories like these that really make you believe that anything is possible as long as you believe that you can. Well, he was from Britain's Got Talent, and he did a cover of Robyn's Dancing on My Own, which is available for digital download now. So you can support him, and hopefully he will come to South Africa and also pay a visit at your Feel Good Breakfast show. Well, we have a lot still coming up for you. Let's head on over to Ewan.